What's up, Lion Tribe? We tapped in again, man. We got another good topic to talk about. Uh, this one was kind of delivered to me from somebody that, I'm real cool with, man, the big homie. And he was telling me to talk about self-motivating. And I really didn't know how to go into that because everything I've done, it hasn't just been self-motivation itself. It's been like having to push myself. You dig what I'm saying? So I believe motivation comes in the beginning and motivation comes at the end. And the reason why I say that because motivation is really just a spark of inspiration, man. It's the dedication that goes in between to get to the end result, which motivates you again because after you conquer something, you want to go and you want to do something different, right? So, we're going to dive in, man. I call this one you versus you because at the end of the day, man, can't no external thing motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Can't no external thing be the reason of accountability or reason why you don't have what you should have or be where you should be. Because at the end of the day, it's all on you. You versus you. Your environment is only the advocate to your emotions. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's take a seat. Think about it. If you go out today and somebody cuss you out, right? And you get mad because they cussed you out. How you react after that is you. You can continue to go on with your day and be, just being you. You dig what I'm saying? But instead, we play into that. So we're mad. Then something else happens that pisses us off or allow to piss us off. And then guess what? Pissed off. We're mad. Frustrated, right? So you versus you is being able to check yourself. Be able to say, okay, look, I messed up. I went too far into that. I dove too far into that situation and stuff, man. And then that's when you able to decipher between, what should be done and what shouldn't be done. So you can move correctly, right? So when we talk about motivating, we're saying that if I, like yesterday, perfect example, came in, had the meanest headache at this world, right? And I wanted to just lay down, and I did for a minute. Then I got up after a while, took a shower. Now, keep in mind, been at work 8 hours, working in the heat all day long, right? Had this major headache. I took a little medicine or whatever, try to calm it down. But I had to work out. On my board, I don't know if you can see it, but I have on there 9 p.m. bedtime, water only, work on content 3 times a week, and go over personal budget. So my 30-minute workout daily on there, right? So my 30-minute workout daily and stuff is a must I do, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what goes on. That's 30 minutes I have to get in intentionally, along with the other stuff as well. Not gonna say I've been, that consistent on it, but I've been disciplined enough to make sure that I'm incorporating it in my day some kind of way. Even if I'm at work, I might pick up certain things and kind of work out with those things or whatever and stuff. Drinking my water, got to. That's a must. I mean, it's hot. We're talking about 95 plus outside and stuff. So anyway, I got in the shower and I came in and I saw my lady in here stretching, right? So I was like, man, that's what I need. I need to motivate myself. And at that moment, I thought about it. I was motivated seeing that, but I still got to put the work in, right? So it sparked something in me. And that's what I mean by motivation. It's a spark for the moment. So I went in there. I started writing down what I'm gonna do for the day, what I'm gonna work on. Work on my abs today. Doing some sit-ups and stuff. So I got in there. I said, if I can make it through these first 3 sets, I'm gonna keep going. Now, I'm not going to be crazy, and if I'm not feeling that good, I ain't finna be in there trying to work myself out and kill myself or nothing like that. But I know that you have to be able to have the discernment between, when's the good time, when's the bad time. But I know I wasn't feeling that bad to where I couldn't work out at all. So I got down there and started doing the sit-ups and stuff or whatever. I say I got maybe to the 3rd set, I started feeling my head clear up. I was like, okay, all right, maybe this is what I need. I probably just need to work out a little bit or whatever and stuff. So I follow through with my whole routine for as my workout. I completed it. I felt a sense of accomplishment, and it motivated me again. It and out of nowhere, I just had this energy to move around and stuff. And that's a story right there to be able to say that motivation is temporary. Discipline is consistency. You can be motivated, you can self-motivate yourself, you can be motivated by things outside of you. But at the end of the day, you have to start, right? And when you start, you have to see it through, you have to finish it. So self-motivation is one thing, but self-conviction to be able to have the discipline to go ahead and knock out what needs to be knocked out. Hey, did nobody put no gun in my head? Did nobody talk me and say, hey, give me no pep talk? I just had to do what I had to do. I got it done. I think in a lot of instances, even in life like that, man, we're always talking about, I need motivation, I need motivation. And the real obstacle that's in the way is that person in front of you that's in that mirror. That's yourself. Because we would talk ourselves out of doing something so much, we'll find every reason not to do it. We'll find every reason to deflect from it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we'll put the blame on somebody else. And when you start realizing that it's only you stopping you, then you start being able to progress in your accountability for yourself. Because a real leader, a person who's purpose driven and stuff, they're going to make it happen regardless. Whatever's obstacles in the way and stuff, they're gonna get over that obstacle. It may take a minute, who knows, but they're gonna get over that obstacle, right? So I try to move now with that intention of, okay, today wasn't a good day, but I need to get this stuff done. If I don't get this stuff done, then the day is it's even worse. But the day ain't even really a bad day. I'm just saying that because of my perception for the day of how I'm looking at it. It was a challenging day. And I tell my son that all the time. Don't say nothing bad. Just say it was a challenge. You know what I'm saying? That sets the mind up. That sets you up for discipline as well. Because when we start saying things are hard, things are difficult, this is impossible, we start to think that way. We start to move that way. It starts to bleed out of our actions. We start to do those things like that to start acting like it's hard. And that's where the excuses come from. And we set ourselves up for failure every time when we do that. And we have to start realizing that the things that we say, they manifest, right? So I have to get up every day. I have to come with the affirmations day by day, you know, hour on hour, however you do it and stuff. You have to stay, like, I'm at work, I'm listening to positive podcasts all day long. Something that's going to keep me going, keep me driven and stuff. It's motivation, yes, but I still have to keep the goal in me. I still have to make myself do these things. Like they say, it's mind over matter. So if I'm doing these things that's going to be mind over matter, then that means whatever I'm doing, my mind should be able to conquer that. I shouldn't be sitting here letting it submitting to my excuses, bound down to my excuses and stuff. So I say stay on the positive drive. When you get ignited with the motivation, see it through. Because a lot of times those are signs for us to make those moves, for us to do what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's telling us, get off your tail, make it happen. And we'll hear that and I get it done tomorrow. I knock it out tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I get it the next day. And I can't front, man. For a minute, I had got off my whole workout thing and stuff. And my little brother had started working out. He's sending me pictures and videos and stuff. And I salute him because, bro, he's been on it. Like, big ups to little bro and stuff. And one day I was just in a rut. A lot of things just wasn't moving, shifting how they should. And I needed to feel some sense of control, right? We all do. So in that moment, when he sent me a video when I was going through that, it was a spark of motivation. Now I had to sit down and plan it out of what I was going to do, how I was going to move and maneuver in order to make this come into fruition. And not just that, but start a process so that I can start seeing results. So I started writing down stuff, making a list of everything that I needed. And those are some of the things that I came up with. And learned that me properly planning for things and stuff and having a day filled with an itinerary of intentional things to do for self growth, uh, it becomes a thing. It's your catalog for discipline at that point. It's a structure for you, you know. And once you start gaining that structure and you keep that discipline going, then you start rewarding yourself with the accomplishments. And the more accomplishments you get done, the more you get addicted to wanting to do more and more for yourself, investing in yourself and stuff. So it starts off with, yes, motivation to a degree, but it has to be pulled by the rope of dedication to get to that end result of whatever it is. So every day it's the same routine. So I don't look for an end result. I just look for like minor accomplishments through the day to release that dopamine that I need released, them hormones I need released of satisfaction of completion, you know. And that's where that motivation comes from. That's where it's sparked from. That's where it's birthed from, and that's what, you know, carries you on. But it's nothing without the dedication. I can be inspired all day, but until I get off my butt and I put the work in, only then will it work for me. Don't look for. I'm not gonna say don't look for outside things to motivate you, but know that if you're going to go look for motivation with the intentions of doing something after that, man. It's like watching a preview to a movie, but you never go see the movie. You don't even know what went on in the movie. You just got like the summary of what happened and stuff, right? And also remember, if you get motivation or inspired from something on an outside source, that don't try to compare yourself to that. Work towards it first, because we deter ourselves a lot of times that way too, because we're trying to work at the maximum level and we try to run before we walk, and then we, you know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on. So you gotta understand that anything that we do, don't go in trying to be Mad Max and just trying to smash it in the ground and stuff. Take the baby steps. Get the baby steps, work your way up, climb your way up, and set short-term goals as well to be able to keep that drive going in you and stuff. Because the motivation gonna die at some point. It's the cause that you have to keep on going after. You have to. It's a mission now. It has become a lifestyle for you now. And if you look at it like more like a lifestyle instead of looking at it like just another badge to get on you and stuff, then when you move that way, you will have more of a passion for what you're doing, besides just doing it so you can just say, hey, I did this, and just, you know, wanting to share it with the world and stuff. Like, no, do it for yourself. A lot of things you do it in private and stuff, man, because you got people that you will allow to kill your motivation. They don't kill your motivation. You will allow them to kill your motivation. That's why I say sometimes working privacy of your own, you know, inner circle and stuff. So I'm gonna keep it short too. So once again, it's you versus you, and remember that your environment is the advocate to your emotions. So if you're feeling bad, you're gonna look at your environment as a bad place. If you're feeling good, you're gonna look at your environment as a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna complement your attitude at the time. And that's what kills our motivation a lot of times, because we wanna put the blame on the environment or the reason why something didn't work out. So keep that in mind as well. Start writing your stuff down, because a dull pencil is sharper than any mind. You know what I'm saying? However the saying go, just get it right. You can write all day long, and you don't have to remember. You just have to go and look at that every day, and at some point you'll read it so much that you'll have it memorized. You know what you're supposed to do. You start knocking those things off, start adding other things on there, but keep it consistent. Keep the discipline in there. If you don't keep the discipline, the motivation is just vain. You're living a fantasy at that point in your mind. That's as far as it goes in your mind. So, like I said, big ups to the ones who are out there every day pushing, even on the days when they don't want to. You got to keep it going. Big ups to the people that's out there that is motivated and setting off that spark in the next person, and igniting a flame for other people to see a better vision and grasp the vision of doing for self. You know what I'm saying? Be the best example you can. Just do your thing. You can be doing something totally different, but somebody may be inspired by what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And they might have something they want to do. It's like, you know what? Let me push forward. That's what it took for me. But that's as far as it goes with the other person. That dedication, it falls all on you. That's your accountability. That's your weight. That's your burden. You have to bear it at that point. So keep all that in mind. Jot that down. Uh, Start making notes, like I said before. Chart your progress so that you can see the forward momentum that you have and keep a forward momentum. Don't backtrack on that. That's the devil's playground when you getting stuck in the past or comparing yourself to other people and stuff. That's the devil's playground. Stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? Just have a better outlook on who you are. It's like talking to yourself every day. You your own therapist, your own motivator, your own. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. Your mind is your battlefield. You either gonna let it conquer you or you gonna conquer it. It's up to you. So that's all I got for today, man. I hope that y'all got something out of this. Once again, this Aligned Tribes where we learn, earn, and discern so we can lead properly. Keep everything I just said, hold it near and dear to you, because one day you're going to be leading and you're going to have to set a better example for the next person that's coming up or that's watching you. So y'all keep tapping in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with a friend. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing and stuff. If no matter good or bad, I'm going to keep doing it because I got discipline. I self-motivate. It's me versus me. So y'all word do mean a lot to me. It is encouraging, and I hope that I'm being encouraging as well. So once again, if you new, welcome to Aligned Tribes, where we aligning, bringing all tribes together. It don't matter the color, the race, the creed, whatever it is, man. We all in this together because we all have to live beside one another, neighbor to neighbors and stuff. So let's just do this, man. Let's come together, man. Once again, it's your boy Don Mo. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Have a good day, man. Stand on business.